Solid first day. Like our guys' attitudes. Lots of teaching and learning, obviously. But feel really good. I really like the attitude, like my guys, like how their work ethic, and good energy out there. Really like that. Questions?
How long into the first practice do you say that to yourself? I like this group.
Well, it would be kind of foolish to say I didn't, because I recruited every one of them. I've hired everybody and I've recruited everybody. So no, I just, it's nice to have a culture established. We got a culture established, and I can tell that these guys are hungry, as I am, to get back to competing to win championships. And we've been there, we've done it before, and so I think that makes it that much more. I think it creates a lot more intensity, because I can sense that edge about our team.
What do you hope, as a head coach, what do you hope the players walk away from the first practice thinking?
Well, I hope I wake up in the morning, I hope I go to heaven. Other than that, I don't do a lot of hoping. I pretty much know what they're, our mission, we have very definitive goals. We want to come out of spring establishing our identity, and I'd love for you to ask our players that. What is our identity? What's our plan to win games? And it involves discipline, hardcore discipline, and which is born through mental toughness and physical toughness. And so, and basically, what discipline is: doing your job, do it right the first time you're asked to do it, and eliminate the errors and mental errors. And so, we have very definitive goals for each position and what we're trying to accomplish. And guys had a very workman's attitude today. And we got a lot done for just having helmets on. So, but we compete in everything we do, but we don't give an award when we're not in pads, because you can't win if you don't have pads on.
You like the synergy with the new coaches?
Yeah. We pay them to get along with me well, so they do really good. It's amazing how well that works. Obviously, it's not like I'm surprised about anything, because I think probably one of the most important things I do is select players, and I think what I've seen today out there is I like the players we've selected, and we do have speed and explosiveness, and I like when you look around out there, old linemen everybody's a year older, and a lot of people with a lot of experience, and so a lot more of a veteran team than what we've been in the past. We were young last year, so I think I knew what I was getting when I hired them. I just and I was very specific about what I wanted to improve about that particular unit and how we did that. So I was very pleased with our staff and how they're working, and we spent a lot of time working and getting prepared.
Going with longer practice periods, what's behind that, and then any other differences that you guys are doing?
We basically have always done 5-minute blocks, where some of the periods, like period 3, is 24 minutes. And so some of that is just, blending a little bit with myself and Coach Bennett and Coach Napier, Coach Slocum. Coach Slocum helps me a lot with practice plans and things like that. And we just, just one of those things just changed up to have a little bit of a change. And so we just trying to be as efficient as we can. We get a lot of reps, obviously, get a lot done in a short period of time. And we just thought that, changing, if you look up at the board and you have 22 periods as opposed to 11, it sounds better. Sounds shorter, doesn't it? Same amount of time, though.
Does the first day of practice have a first day of school feel to it, where everyone's feeling each other out, or you get right in it?
No, these guys, we had quite a few guys come at semester, but most of these guys have been here. They got solid relationships with each other, and very workmanlike. And again, not a lot of coaches learning from each other. And but the core of what we do has been consistent. So there's consistency there. And so
practice has finally arrived. How do you think Phil Bennett is going to impact this defense the most?
Well, I think an awful lot. He. He's a guy I got a lot of respect for, and I learned football under, and is going to, I think, do a great job. I think his personality will come out in the players, and he's a guy, high intensity, high motor, and very disciplined. They did a good job. They did a solid job. Obviously, it's your first day. You're throwing to a lot of different guys. There's not really any groups set. Like, I'm gonna have a lot of competition. This is probably gonna be one of the most competitive springs that we've had. A lot of competition. So, but I thought all those guys did a good job, and you know, our communication, obviously, and things like that are things you haven't been practicing plays, so you got to knock the rust off that. But they had a very poised. I thought all of our quarterbacks were very poised, and you know, obviously there's new things, and not really. You know, we're running the same system. There's just some nuances about how we communicate and some things that you modify that they picked up very, very well.
How nice was it to see Christian Sam back out there after missing last
It's nice to see a lot of guys out there that were out. So he showed up today. He's obviously athletic. It's great to see those guys back out there. Armand won't be going through spring. He had surgery, so he'll be a guy to be out for spring. I was trying to think of anybody else to be out for spring. Obviously, Brady will be out for spring, even though he's out there doing a little bit. He's got quite an extensive rehab to do. I'll make sure that I look at that and tell you who's not going to be in spring. But I think Jalen Bates will be very limited. Obviously, he's coming off surgery. Will be no contact or anything like that. Just to be he's coming off his surgery. So. Those guys, I fully expect those guys to be full go in the summer and the spring, but we'll be very cautious with them. Zach was just out today. He was out there watching and was held out for disciplinary reasons.
You looked like you had a couple of young wide receivers that you were looking at on defense. Is that some things that you're going to be doing here? You've done that in the past?
Yeah, we're taking a look at Darby over at our nickel position. Jeremy Smith at safety is another guy that we're taking a look at, and we'll make quick decisions on that and see where they're at. But we're just kind of taking a look at those guys and been pleased with their athleticism.
How did Corn Crump manage the junior college transition in year one?
I think Cron's done great. I mean, Cron's a guy that has was very, very productive for us in his first year. And I think it's one of the things we take pride in as a staff is, we have a great tradition here with the junior college players and transition them onto the field playing at a high level. And then quite a few of those guys got an opportunity to play at the next level. So he's a guy that he has a great heart, and he really has a great desire to be really good, to be great. And he's a guy that's willing to spend the time and work at it. And he's probably a guy that spends as much time in the film room as any guy we got on defense.
Do you see your role as being involved this year in the practice setting? In what ways do you think you're going to be involved?
Well, in the spring, I'm helping different areas. I'll obviously oversee the whole thing, but I'll be involved on both sides of the ball. I spent a lot of time today, offensively. Obviously, execution and things like that are things we're just trying to get as much individualized coaching as we can. And we have 5 coaches that are dedicated to defense. And so I'll spend a lot of time helping where I'm needed offensively, and obviously defensively I'll always be involved there.
You seem like a guy who really enjoys practice.
Love it.
Today's special.
Love it. I love coaching. I love teaching, especially these young men that I get the opportunity to teach and coach. And then this is got a lot invested. The more you invest, and it's a great time. We're going to move into due to some great fans and supporters and donors, we're fixing to move into a state-of-the-art teaching facility unlike anything that I've ever had the opportunity to experience. So I'm very grateful to be here and for the support that we've had there. And obviously, we're about 3/4 of the way through a brand new stadium. So lots to be thankful of, but the main thing are the players. The players we have in place, I've got a great belief in, and one of the things I think, like I said, I think the most important thing you do as a head coach is personnel, and I feel really good about the staff that we've assembled. But the big thing coming out of spring, we want to develop trust, and trust and honesty and great relationships between players and coaches and players. And obviously, where the newness is with the staff, with coaches. So that's something that's why when you hire people that fit our way. and all these guys are relationship oriented, that are going to spend time, and they believe in the teacher model. So it's I mean, I love doing this. That's why I'm not a stand around guy. I like to coach, and I like to be involved and interact with the players.
The GA that you have working with tight ends, is there a connection there that led to him?
He's a guy that Coach Nate Napier knew. Obviously, what I do, is obviously we're a top-down staff, so I'll hire coordinators. I hire everyone, so everyone has to fit what we're about. But he was a guy that came highly recommended with Coach Napier.
And Grant Martinez is
Student coach or assistant. What is it called, Tim? There you go. Get off your phone over there. Pay attention.
Everybody good?
All right, go Devils.
Thanks, Coach.